there is a stain. There's a stain all right there, and it took me like about 3 weeks scrubbing it every so often because I had other things to do. So I would scrub it in parts, and it finally came out. But it was a big old stain, and was yeah. I plan to paint this. I plan to paint it because I have paint, but I haven't come around to it, and I don't know. Throughout the time that I've been here, I've gotten sick. I've gotten hurt. Like when I work too much, like something ends up hurting, like my back or my hip or my shoulder. It starts to hurt a lot, and so I have to rest a lot. But there's all the equipment that I use. There's all the paint. Like that paint is for the restroom. But anyways, I got everything ready for tomorrow. I'm gonna go sweep, wash a car, and sweep. And as you could tell, here's my little study area. This is where I study. I used to know how to make that cube, but I've been looking on the internet and they don't want to give the formula. I guess it's frowned upon or something to be able to make it, but I used to know the formula, the algorithm for it. But this is my little study area. I've been reading the Mormon book. I got ready for to take a shower. Right now, I still need to wash clothes and I still need to wash my shower. Give it a little touch up. Takes me like about 15-20 minutes. These are the things that I had to do today, but I didn't finish. I missed the edge. I missed fixing the other two plants. I still need to wash my set, wash the restroom, and make my commissary list. Those are countries. Those are my phrases in different languages. It's my calendar on what goes on throughout the month. That's a drawing that I'm going to do, that I'm doing little by little. But that's it, man. That camera, I used to use it for Tiny Chat, but then Tiny Chat got canceled. It cost me 500 pesos, that camera. And there's a blender that was thrown to the trash. It works. It works. Whoa, I almost dropped the cell phone. It works. This thing works. It only has two. It only has two, but I'm surprised on how awesome it works. Somebody threw it to the trash where I go clean apartments, and it's missing a piece, but I haven't come around to finding it. So I'm keeping it to see if I find it. But yeah, man, it's really hard when you're living by yourself, when you don't have a wife or like someone to help you, when you're not with a family. You have to do everything by yourself. And it's kind of depressing. I was getting sad, man. First, I got mad, then I got sad. But I tell myself, this is because I've been, resting because I've been sick. You know, if it wasn't for that, I think I would already be caught up. I would be in the maintenance status, something that I've been trying to reach for a very long time. But like I said, I do other things and I'm doing other things, extra work, like working for other people. That's I realized that, that I can't do that. That I can't work for other people just because they pay me money. I can't do that, man. I can't do that. I have to just focus on what I'm doing because if not, like I lose focus and then I have to catch up and it's work. It's not maintenance. And what do you call it? And that affects me. And so what my objective is to finally not work for anybody else other than to survive, other than to eat and focus on catching up because all of this all of this is right here is because I've been sick. And I'm going on 2 months and I still kind of feel sick. I feel a lot better, but I still feel kind of sick and I feel weak. And so I tell myself all of this is because of that. All of this is because I get hurt. All of this is because I got sick. Well, usually I get hurt. Usually my hip starts to hurt. Uh, my hip or my shoulder or my back. So all of this is because of that. I've never caught up and because I work for other people. I basically I work for other people doing other people's chores. And I say, you know what? That money, that merit, I don't need it. I don't really need it, man. And so I would rather just catch up and and finally obtain that maintenance status, where it's not work because this is work. If I were to do it like this every week, it would be easy to touch it up, to be able to, how would you say it, to be able to reach reach that maintenance status where it's just maintenance and not work. In the past, like I said, I've been working for other people. I've been working for other people and doing basically their chores. And well, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm just going to focus on just eating, surviving, and catching up on my maintenance status because that's what I want to achieve. That's why I want to achieve my maintenance status. I had a whole bunch of, for those that have seen my past videos, I had a whole bunch of flowers, clippings. I'm not gonna do that. Anything extra, any hobby, I'm not gonna do anymore because it's a waste of time. None of the flowers grew. None of the clippings grew. Although they gave a sign that they were gonna grow, at first I had them over here, and then I moved them over there to where there's more shade, but not a single one, not a single one, and that was an immense waste of time. What has been growing, but although they look like if they're dying, are these plants right here. See? And it's been raining. It's been raining, and yet they look like if they're dying. And so I've noticed that it's just an immense waste of time. An immense waste of time. These are the ones I've planted a lot of seeds, and these are the only ones that are growing. And most of them look like they're dying. And so I realized that, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I guess you need luck or I don't know what. But I realized that everything that I do is a waste of time when it comes to hobbies. When it comes to hobbies, I realize that it's just a waste of time and that I shouldn't even try. I also tried the strawberries. I mean, these rose bushes, they grow and they grow. As long as I water them, they grow and they grow. But I'm not gonna do any hobbies no more whatsoever because it's an immense waste of time. I mean, I would like to be able to do it, but for some reason, I have bad luck, extremely bad luck, and so I'm not gonna do anything whatsoever. I'm just gonna try to keep up, try to reach that maintenance status, which I've been trying to do for a very long time, for more than 3 years already. going on 4, because all of that is work.